invincible. Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Monday. Hope everyone's had a great weekend, ready for a great week. Let's see what the markets have done overnight. Looks like the government shutdown is ending. Of course, the Senate passed funding bill last night and got to wait for the House to get back into session for them to pass it. So, with their travel being what it is right now, could be a couple days before it's finally official. But let's look at our markets, which pretty much went straight up on the news. You see ES, it's low, 67.72. It's high, 68.23. So about 45 points in range. NQ's high was 569. Its low was 269. Hey, I love easy math. Is that right? Yeah, this is right. So 300 points in range, even. Copper, very tight range overnight, looks like. Unless I have this wrong. I do have it wrong, don't I? I do. Whoosh, that's a bigger range. About 200 ticks in range there. Ultra Bond. It's like about 3/4 of a point, maybe half a point, something like that. Gold went on a rampage. Over 100 points in range overnight. But back above 4,100. Crude oil hanging right around 60 right now. About 75 ticks in range. Natural gas, big fall. Surprising with the cold weather the United States is getting. Chicago is supposed to get possibly up to a foot of snow, which would be a record for November. And Bitcoin up to almost 106, but kind of lagging behind the indices in the euphoria of the day. Not much in the news today. Oops. Why is it still showing that? I saved it. Hold on a minute. Let's see if I can figure out why that's happening. Maybe I did save it. Hey, sire. Apologize for not replying to you yesterday. I don't have a blacklist of the firms sitting anywhere. I probably should. It's not a huge list. I mean, there's a bunch of firms that are what I'll consider on maybe a gray list, but the actual blacklist would be Funded Futures Family, Lilu, Blue Sky, yeah, they're humble precision. I think I'm missing one, but I think it was the other one was FTT, but they're not around anymore. So anything that Scott comes out with would also be on my blacklist. They are still around. I'm not sure how, but they are. That's FTT. FTT's gone, but he's trying to start a new firm. Although he's gotten very quiet in the last couple of weeks, so I'm not sure. He was gonna start that this month, but I haven't heard any more about it. Fast track trading. He was originally he was gonna start it with like giving away money in trading competitions in November. But I know a bunch of us have reached out to the the bankruptcy trustee to let them know and get that guy give him details. Yeah, I mean, I I think Thrive was just a failed business. I don't think he stole any money or anything like that or misused money. I think that was just a failed business, and then he decided to let his partner there take the fall when it failed. We've seen 4 failures over the last 12 months. Where's my OBS? There it is. Okay. Okay, I'll try and figure that one out. I mean, I'm trying to make it where the Discord's not too cluttered, but yeah, I agree. I don't know. I need to get a Discord, someone that's really good with Discord to maybe reorganize things a little bit. Because I also want to add an investing area to the Discord. The next month we have our 12 Days of Christmas event as well. That's because Trade Day is willing to share the API with affiliates, so affiliates can do like rebates. I'm not real comfortable with that either. I'm kind of wondering if how that works with privacy policies and all that. But it's not enough for me to take Trade Day off my top 10 at this point. I could see them doing that for maybe a 24-hour or maybe for the weekend, but I wouldn't count on it, Nathaniel. Yeah, no other issues, sire. They pay. They even pay daily and sim funded. Trade Day is a good company. It just that whole API issue. I guess he didn't like the way they talked to him. So I mean, I can understand that. I'm probably the only affiliate that has Blue Sky on my blacklist. Most other affiliates are willing to work with them. I mean, I don't know, Nathaniel. I just know that we're seeing firms be more restrictive on their discounts than we used to. And I think this is an overall trend we're going to continue to see. So it's now hidden on the Discord just because it's no longer needed to be there. It's cluttering, but about 15 months ago, someone posted on the Discord about an employee of Blue Sky who was saying some very racist things, B, admitting that she misused people's personal information, so on and so forth. They posted this on my Discord as a way of getting this information out. When I contacted Blue Sky about the information, I was told that I needed to take it down right away, and if I don't, they threatened me with lawyers. Well, I refused to take it down, and he continued to try and threaten me with lawyers. He never actually followed up. He threatened to have my Discord taken off, taken down, which of course he wasn't going to do. The funny thing is they did end up firing that employee about 3 months later. But after the fact that they did nothing about this very very disturbing stuff that was posted, and then I got threatened, made me put him on the blacklist. No, Funded Futures Family, not Funded Futures Network. It gets confusing. See, a move down here, kind of choppy right now. Hey, hello, USC. How are you today? JC, good morning. Yeah, the entire country is cold, apparently. Well, not the entire country, but most of it. Apparently, Chicago's getting up to a foot of snow. I think we're getting sleet here. Now it says cloudy. Special weather statement. Yeah, minor snow accumulations possible this morning. Feels like 12 degrees, they say, with the real feel. Ooh, big drop. And not in temperature, but in the market. That's a quick whip down. Oh. Oregon State's unused. Oh, okay, nothing big there. It's really unusual for this early in the year. Now, granted, I will say that in 2020, I got out of the hospital and transferred to the rehab on Halloween in a raging snowstorm. So it's not unheard of. And I think, like, they may want it really cold now, but I think I saw they want it back up to 70 sometime in the next 7 days. Yeah, by Wednesday they want it back up to 60. Yeah, and then 73 on Saturday. So I guess that'll be Indian summer. Oh yeah, you're in Southern Cal, right, sire? Oh, see, I assumed that being a Dodger fan, you were in Southern Cal. Sorry about that. looked at your weather. It's very consistent. Upper 80s, mid 70s, with a chance of rain every day. Holy crap, 200 inches of rain a year? Possible? Yeah. Likely? No. Nathaniel, I mean, somebody did make over $1 million just last week on Take Profit Traders live accounts. So, but I mean, I think, I mean, depending on what you're doing now, it's probably unlikely. I mean, unless you're, I have no idea, how well you're doing now. If you're doing 10,000 a week now or whatever, then I'll say absolutely. But my goal is $1 million in 2026 for the full year. I mean, I've never taken a payout at this point, if you're asking me, so I am definitely negative. Nathaniel, yeah. There you go. That's a good question from JC there, Nathaniel. And you don't have to answer. Don't feel you need to, but I think we definitely something we need to start trying to encourage people to look at and trying to figure out how to get people, get people to look at that without being overly negative, put it that way. I guess, I mean, the question is, first of all, why is there a reason you're looking for 2 million by summer 2026? That's a lot of pressure, Nathaniel, really, when you're, you know, looking to make trading your only income. Most people say, you need to have a certain level of income before you can ever think about quitting your actual work. Um, you need to look at what you're doing now in a realistic tone and ask yourself if you can scale up. How is it going to affect you mentally when you're scaling up? If you're scaling up in both accounts, like if you go from copy trading, whatever you copy trade now, to copy trading 20 accounts or whatever, to how's that going to affect you mentally? If you're using more contracts, how's that going to affect you mentally? How does that affect your risk to reward? Are you going to be more jittery and want to get out quicker? Or, is it going to affect your overall process? I've been at it over 4 years, and I've had zero payouts so far. That's going to change soon, but I understand where you're at. But trying to put extra pressure on yourself to move forward that quickly could turn disastrous. You just pop up a bit here, but kind of market's kind of bleh right now. Good morning, RJ. The other thing is mistakes. If you're copy trading a whole bunch of accounts to try and reach a certain amount of money, mistakes get amplified. Kind of like what happened to me on Friday. You know, now I handled that totally wrong, and I apologize for getting that upset that I ended the stream on Friday. But the thing is I mean, I had two mistakes. One mine and one that wasn't mine. You know, one was accidentally using minis versus micros and going with 3 minis, and then two, the data froze on me, so I couldn't do anything about it. But I ended up taking like an $800 loss, and if it was just in one account, that would have been fine. But it was on like 13 accounts because I'm copy trading. Now, luckily, there's only 3 funded accounts, but still, when you're increasing, even if you're just increasing contracts versus accounts, every mistake gets amplified by however much you've increased. John DeFore, good morning. How is the hunting? Nice little pop up here. I thought about taking that blue candle. Should have. I saw $6. I'm thinking, what? What do you mean $6? Then I realized you meant 60 or. All right, Nathaniel. Have a good workout. Nice, John. I traded one eval last night for $275. Why? Because gold's so wild, USC? Up over 100 points. So the lesson I learned from Friday is not to is to make sure that NQ and MNQ are not in the same NinjaTrader window, because then they won't have the same. If you change the quantity, they won't change. It changes in every tab of that window. John, on Friday, I took a trade. I thought I was on 3 micros. I was on 3 minis. And this was also after I had 7 straight green days. Really great trading on my part. And I took a trade on I ended up taking a trade on 3 minis instead of 3 micros. And at the same time, as soon as I took the trade, my data froze. So I couldn't get back out, and if I was able to adjust my stop, I wouldn't have got stopped out. But instead I got stopped out. I went down almost $800 on three funded accounts and like 8 or 10 evals. And I got really frustrated because I feel like the problem is I feel like I'm really, really, really close to finally being where I want to be as a trader. And whenever I get that feeling, something stupid happens. So I got really frustrated. I ended up taking another trade, taking another loss, and I just logged out. Told everyone to have a good weekend. And this was before 10 Eastern. So I should not have gotten that frustrated. Matter of fact, I had a great setup just later, a couple of minutes later that I could have got at least a bunch of it back. And then I got, after I logged out, I sat there and I put on 5 contracts on Apex evals. I ended up passing 2, so I ended up getting 2 more funded accounts on Friday. I blew 2, but that's fine. So, but yeah, it was extremely frustrating, not because of what happened exactly, but just because it seems like in my life as a whole, whenever things seem to be going really well, something seems to just slap me. And I just felt like that was another thing that happened like that. And I need to get out of that negative mindset of thinking that bad things are going to happen. But it's hard. I can go through my life, and you know what? And I bet you most people can, and I'm probably over amplifying it. But I remember when I was starting to do real well at a job, played football with some friends, ended up blowing out both my knees, ended up, derailing everything. Then, even back, the summer before my amputation, that was when I was starting to do real well. I had some stuff going on eBay. I had, my beer money stuff was going really well and all that. And then I ended up getting derailed by getting sick and having the amputation. And even this year I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life. I'm making more money this year than I have in the last 10 years combined. And what happened this year? My mom passed away. It seems like anytime I have good momentum, something bad smacks me back down. So I start, there's times I think I sabotage myself because I'm expecting something bad to happen. Now, I don't think that's the case that happened on Friday, but, you know, I even once had a trading coach say, do you feel that maybe you don't deserve or you shouldn't be successful because of, you know, some of the things that I was doing at the time? Bundle up, USC. Pop there. Back up here, a high of the overnight, 569, so we're within 12 points. I'll be interested to see what they do today at the bell. Will we have euphoria? See, I mean, obviously, government reopening should happen this week, and that's going to, you know, obviously be positive. But I felt like this down move on the indices and everything was more from the earnings reports and the stuff coming out about AI expense and all that, more than the government shutdown, because we had a great run up for the first part of the shutdown. So I don't know if the shutdown news is enough to send us roaring back up, like on for the long haul. Isn't it a little early for the Christmas rally? I mean, I don't know. I haven't really looked at past years, so I think last year I know we had a rally in November to early December, but that I thought that was more from the election. Yeah, had a great rally until December 17th last year. See, I'm turning back time. Turn back time. We had a great rally throughout November last year as well. So, and December. I mean, 2023, I mean. 2022, let's look. Uh, 2022 is sideways after a huge day on CPI day in November 2022. We went sideways and then crashed down in the middle of December. So I don't know, kind of a mixed bag there. Let's see. do have a Fed speaker speaking right now that I forgot to put on the news thing on the side. Daily is speaking. It's a good thing he doesn't speak daily. Sorry. Yes, and she was on Wednesday, and she's going to be on again. We're going to do some more trading together. Morning, Ron. How are you? Pull back there. Very good. We both traded well that day. What I was most surprised about is if you look at the P&L she's putting up, on the Discord and stuff, and even that day it was a very slow start to the session that day. But she put up over $1,000, and she starts every trade with 1 micro. Then she adds. But the most I think I saw her use that day was 3 or 4 micros, and she still ended up over $1,000. She was surprised that I used minis. Move down. Nice move back down to the 100 EMA. We are still over 45 minutes to the bell. Feels like a very slow Monday morning. Little pop out, bouncing off the 100 EMA.
Remember everyone, if you are enjoying the stream, please gore the like button.
And hits the 9, comes right back down. ATR's fallen to about 6. That's a pretty big drop there, 10 points. Hey, Jay. No, I don't think so. The only thing I've been in has been that Influencer Cup, and then I was in the Tradeify. No. Oh wait. No, I'm not. No, I don't know. I don't. I don't. The irony is that unless someone absolutely directs me to something or asks me to watch something, I don't watch any trading content. Tradeify. I mean, that competition is still going at this point. They. I bombed out and I didn't reset. So that one has a $200,000 top prize. But to get any prize, you need to be in the top 400. Sitting 10 minutes here before the top of the hour. Zero trades yet this morning. I missed that purple candle coming down on NQ there. Here's NQ popping back up. Popping fresh dough. I feel like NQ's going to want to take out the high at the open, if not before. again. See, we're getting a lot of gray area, well, tan areas there. Going from one extreme to the other on the ATR being smaller than the distance from the moving average. Usually it's not good trading, although we could see we could have got a nice 10 points on that pop up there, but I'm not trusting this purple. So Tradify, well, Brett Silva just posted a very cryptic tweet. Give me 1 second here. That's the tweet. November 30th at Tradify, red pill, blue pill. Nice pop here. Never watched that movie, so I don't even know. I should sometime. So we're back up to just about 560. Still rising. Huh. Interesting. And we pull back. Kind of, this price action lulling me to sleep. I would have been a decent risk trade right there. As you can see, it drops down 10. I got to be more in the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control and if you can take it. Gold's pulled back about 10 points in the last 10 minutes. No, 30 minutes. So it's a 15-minute chart. Oops. All right. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Now, guys, I think, not 100% sure yet, but I think on the 21st, Friday the 21st, we'll do a London stream. We'll do it overnight. 9 hours. Watching an interesting debate here on the Discord. Good morning, Ace. Your account is ready to go. How was the weekend? You're very welcome. Down through the thing. This is exactly why, if I ever start entertaining people, I want to be wealthy enough to hire somebody to do the cleaning. We are about 23 minutes away from the bell. Be interesting to see how the news of the shutdown, probably, I'm not going to say definitely, but probably coming to an end, will affect the opening of the markets and see where we go. Don't even need to check your email, Ace. It's the same. It's the same company you had last time. All you need to do is launch NinjaTrader and connect to it. It should be right there. I think. No, I'm wrong. I apologize. That's totally wrong. Go in to Take Profit Trader just like normal. Act like you're buying the 50K account, and when you check out, um, hit pay with credits, and then within a minute or so, it should be set up and ready to go for you. I should have totally blanked on that process for a second. Nice little pop there. No, reset is something totally different. Reset would reset the current account, but you would have to pay for that. The failed account. You have a fresh, brand new account that's totally free. I didn't realize you still did bus duty, Ace. It's the first time you've mentioned it all school year. I was hoping I would see Crypticon today, because he should be getting that massive amount of snow. can see there that the brown shaded area would have definitely worked. So if we look quick here at this setup, or at this strategy, you can see here that on the move up it didn't really work. That here it failed. This would have worked for like 4 points. I don't really consider that working. But once we start getting up here, now this one could have faked me out. That would have been a loss. But right here, as you see also see the RSI getting all pinnacly here. Pinnacly. That would have definitely worked. Coming down here, this one wouldn't have worked, but it could have got you out for just a small loss. And then this one right here worked. This one right here worked. And then this one right here worked. It's all about the ace and how you play it. Oh, sorry. Real quick, Ace. We'll do this in 30 seconds. Give me 1 minute. There's not much going on right now anyway. Yeah. Create new, go through the process like you were buying an account, and select pay with credits. So what do you guys think? Up or down at the bell? You're very welcome. Move back down. Tickle in my throat. Feels like it should want to come down, but I don't know. We'll look at ES. You know, since the highs. You know, we hit the high, all-time high of 69.53. All right. Yeah, 69.53. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trading days ago. And it dropped all the way down to 66.55. So about a 300-point drop in 7 trading days. But now it's, you know, we've seen a big pop back up. Interested to see whether the government shutdown's enough to, you know, ending or supposedly ending is enough to bring euphoria back to the market and beat the downturn from the AI bubble. Hello, USC. Welcome back. So you think it's coming down, Sire? NQ down. Now about 40 points from its high. Attempts to bounce here. Blue candle. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting, but I'm not taking it. Could have taken it for 5. Hey, Jay. For the most part, I mean, technically, I don't look at gold that often, but before I redesigned the 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 screens you see, people were saying it was really hard to see the individuals when I had four windows up there. So I went down to two. If I take a trade in something else, then I can switch over. Think you just added the wrong J there, Ace. Ah. Yeah. I need to. I do need to get a couple other windows set up for, like, if I do go to micros, I need to have a micro window ready to go. A lot does get done on MightyOxTrading, and sometimes I just don't have the oomph to get it done. And we can see we're pushing back up. So my prediction, no one should play this because I suck at predicting things. But I think we're going to go up initially here at the open and then come down. Getting ready for the 5-minute tail wonkiness. Boom. Pop there by 10, 12, 13. getting ready to rumble.
Remember, everyone, if you are enjoying the stream, please gore the like button.
Hey, Tio, how you doing? Doing all right. Big dip here, right before the bell.
2 minutes till the bell.
Are we ready? Hey, discipline here. Gold coming down and Q coming down. So far I was wrong about the popping up at the open. Oh, or maybe I wasn't wrong. I don't know. Market's indecisive. Yep, here we go. Big pop. Up to 563, 65. Can it get another burst? Yeah, there we go. Sorry. New high of the day. That's what I'm trying to say. Uh, nice work, Mr. Ace.
Remember, 2 ES points a day can feed your family.
And back up. And rising higher. Can it take us higher? Watching this candle. Seeing how it finishes. Or it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Ooh. Well, unfortunately, I finished a little lower than I had hoped, but okay.
Order simple. Order filled.
Oh, that's going to bounce right up and hit me.
Order filled.
Ouch! So my luck from Friday is continuing. Damn it. That was an iffy one. I misread that some. Move high day, 594. Huh. Okay, why is it not showing my P&L? Oh, because I didn't connect on that computer. Oops. There we go. Speaking of tonight, we do have an evening stream tonight. And that was the candle to take, but I didn't like the wick on it. I could have got 10 back. Playing right around 600. Still rising. Up to 613 and higher. Alter bond taking off. Crude coming down hard. Dow's up. All the indices are kind of up. Russell's kind of mixed. Still trying to push. $23.5, the new high. I think. Yeah, 23.5. Yep, continuing to rise up. I need to make a going to the moon video. You made me look there, sire. I was like, what? Still showing green candles here on NQ. I thought that one was going to turn into a red or a purple, but nobody, nope, 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 nobody, nope, 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 nope. That was probably annoying. Up almost 100 points on this opening 15-minute candle. Now it is 100 points. Opened at 538, now at 640. Do have a Fed speaker speaking. He's late. He was supposed to start 5 minutes before the bell. Another new high, 643. Agreed, USC. I sent somebody money to cover food over the weekend because of the situation. Even sent some extra and told her to get herself something indulgent. Absolutely. You have to remember that I grew up in poverty it wasn't for food stamps and welfare and all that, I have no idea how my mom would have raised me. My mom was disabled basically because of severe PTSD from abuse she suffered as a child. And we had to live off the system. Purple candle there, but I don't like that purple candle. It's probably going to work, but it was way close to that 9 EMA. And yeah, it worked. Damn it. Those are the ones that get me, and I should just take them, but I didn't. Honestly, I was kind of staring at a 15-minute chart for some reason. We'll get the next one. Nice, RJ. I hadn't even thought of it that way. So here's the pullback. Is this going to be a sustained pullback or not? Dow set up nicely in the 5-minute on that pullback. I could have taken that too. Yeah, this is this nice pullback. Damn it. Gosh damn it. Gold pulls back at the same time. Waiting here. See if it wants to continue to drop. Did try to pop back up right into the 9. Upset that I missed that purple. This is the purple here, but we're overextended on the RSI, so I'm kind of torn.
Order filled.
You heard a micro trade on just one eval testing this out. And I've already returned the order quantity back to where it belongs. See it hesitating here. This is why I didn't want to take it here, because of the RSI being overextended. Trying to bounce.
Stop filled.
And yeah, I got stopped out in that one. So I was right. That's why I only took it in an eval. About 5 minutes to the top of the hour. Moving back up here in NQ. Doesn't want to break back below 600. At least not yet. It did break under, but came back up. So this purple candle here, if it stays, might draw my attention. Musalam has stopped speaking, so no more news for the morning. Ouch. And Q's trying to get back up to its high. 647 was the high. There's 44. Yep, there's a new high, 649. Rising higher. I've lost my phone. There's my phone. 653. Purple candle.
Order filled.
Ah, man, bounced off the 9. Literally 2 points from my target there. Come on back down for me. Give me another shot. It's not. Maybe it is. Come on.
Target.
There we go. Now we got to win. Ah, damn it. It was only on one account. I forgot to switch it back. Damn it. See again. Stupid error. I did not copy trade it, so I only got it on one account. Did you finish the checkout process? And did you get an email from Take Profit Trader? Oops. Okay. Did you connect on NinjaTrader? And it's only showing your old account, not your new one. Down to the 20 EMA here, tries to bounce again. You sure you're connected to Take Profit Trader? On NinjaTrader. Doesn't sound like you're connected. Under connections, you should see a green dot next to whatever you named Take Profit Trader. And if you didn't, then you need to connect to it. Sideways here about 6:30. Yeah, account type simulation, username and password under just plain NinjaTrader, not NinjaTrader Continuum or not NinjaTrader FXCM. Well, if you already had the account, unless you took the account out of NinjaTrader, it should be the same one you were connecting to before. You shouldn't have had to reconfigure. So unless you removed it, then that's all you would have to do is connect to what you already had in there. $6.46 here. High was $6.57. But then you need to hit NinjaTrader, then hit add, and then put in your username and password and change the connection name to whatever you want to call it, and select simulations. Purple candle. YM really came down. There you go. Yay. I didn't think about that. You're welcome. So far, NQ's up 420 points on the day.
Remember, everyone, if you are enjoying the stream, please gore the like button.
Hey, JJR. I hope you got everything figured out in that phone call. Yeah, I'm kind of addicted to making AI videos now, Jay. Though surprisingly, it took like 5 tries to get that hit the like button video done. Did it? I got one that for some reason at the end of it he starts hitting himself in the head with the like button. Well, Tio would have a Padres hat. Oh, I am not even sure what I'm gonna get if I put in anthropomorphic or human-like sunbeam. I could be taken way too many different ways there, Ace. I like that one, Ace. Another new high, 661. Market doesn't want to die today. So I was right about the market going up at the open. I said it was going to come back down, and so far that's been wrong. Let's see what happens when if we get the 1030 classic copyright RJ wheel. Hey, MR. Once again, reminder, we are having a live stream tonight, 7:30 Eastern. When did George Brett have a walk-off home run? Yeah, Kirk Gibson. That one I recognize. If you had said Joe Carter ace, I would have had to ban you. Everyone, there's a Project X outage again. It says price and fill seem to be correct, but the charts are off. Just kind of sitting here at 6:43. Oh yeah. The George Brett absolutely just rampaging out on the with the pine tar thing.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Took a short here. I'm regretting it again. Maybe. Oh, no, no longer regretting it.
Order filled.
Yay!
Winner, winner, chicken dinner!
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, definitely check out George Brett Pine Tar. That was a classic. Thank you, Jay. Where you been, Jay? I thought you were here just being quiet like you often are. Where have you been? Oh, okay. Yeah, we like to know you're alive. Awesome, Jay. My Funded Futures has announced that a daily payout option is going live tomorrow. Now, I have seen the plan, and it's only on one account type. I'm not, but I can't say any more until it goes live. Well, actually, Tio, you're gonna know because I'm about to post the ad in the corporate chat. Yes, there's a Mighty Ox corporate chat. And sometime within the next couple of months, it'll really be corporate, as I am going to be uh, filing an LLC for Mighty Ox Ventures. Um, no plans are going. I mean, wait, do you mean like sell shares of stock? I don't think there's any plans for that yet, but I can't say, I can't say what will happen down the road. I don't think, I don't think we would make the New York or NASDAQ stock exchange at this point. I think Palantir is a solid company, Jay, but I think the stock, as well as many other stocks right now, are overvalued. So while I think the company is fine, I do see a pullback in the. I see a pullback in the whole market at some point. I thought we were maybe starting to see it here, but we'll see what happens now because we're seeing a really big green day right now. But I think we're gonna see a major pullback at some point in time. But that doesn't mean Palantir is a bad company. But I think its price is going to go down to more match its revenue. And then as it starts building up the revenue more, which I expect it to do, the stock price will rebound. That's my thought. Yeah, JJ, you were on the phone when I discussed this a little bit. I'm curious about it because we are seeing this reaction today because it looks like the shutdown's ending. But I felt like the pullback that we've seen over the last week and a half or so was more on the Mag 7's earnings and the concern about the spending right now that's going on with AI more than the government shutdown. So it's going to be interesting to see which wins here. That pullback based on those earnings that we're seeing and the worry that AI is in a bubble versus the government reopening and the holiday season, possible Santa Claus rally. It really is going to be interesting for the final 6 weeks of the year here. What's cool is, as day traders, is we don't really have to worry about which way the market's going on a macro view. We just worry about the next 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever, you know. Uh, Hassan, welcome. Is that your new name? Or did you log in on the wrong account? By the way, for those of you here that are baseball fans, in case you missed the news over the weekend, 2 pitchers for the Cleveland Indians have been federally indicted on gambling charges that they fixed baseball games. No, market is open normal time tomorrow. Next holiday isn't until Thanksgiving. Cleveland Guardians. If I said Indians, I apologize. Guardians. Well, I mean, they didn't really. Okay, they didn't really. But I mean, they gave indications by throwing a ball or whatever. But yeah, it's. But I mean, even so, okay. While you could say it doesn't really, it's not really fixing a game. Look at the difference between the batting average of the league at when it starts off as 1-0 versus 0-1. But yeah, you're right, and you're right to correct me there, RJ. I definitely misspoke on how that, how bad it is. The point is they were federally indicted though, and this should get them permanently banned from baseball. I don't understand it. And the only reason I'm talking about this now, guys, is because we're totally sideways on NQ. But Clase, at least, was due almost $30 million over the next 3 seasons. How much money could he have been getting from these guys to put that in jeopardy? Why would you put $30 million in guaranteed contract on the line for what I can't, I mean, it's just. Now, I will say, maybe there's more to the story. I believe both pitchers are from the Dominican. We've seen some dangerous stuff in the Dominican. I believe that's where David Ortiz was shot. Maybe there was some sort of threat on their family or something. So maybe there's more to the story, but still. We are sideways here on NQ. What's gold doing? Is gold doing anything fun? I just knocked down my gold chart. Gold. Ooh, wow. Gold just big whoosh there on gold. Down 4.2 points. My problem with Pete Rose, again, and I beat this to a drum. If they had found out about his gambling after he had been inducted, he would not have been removed from the Hall of Fame. That's my big thing. How OJ is still in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. RJ Wheel, here's my thought. I mean, but I would say that killing somebody is worse than committing a crime against the sport. Bill Conlon longtime Phillies sports writer, is in the Hall of Fame. And a couple years before he died, allegations were made that he molested family members to the point that he resigned. But he's still in the Hall of Fame. It's just a. I don't know. Now we're going to continue talking baseball. The special committee of like 16 former players and managers and stuff get to vote on Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens for the Hall of Fame this winter. We are still sideways here as we talk baseball, and we apologize for anyone not liking the baseball talk. Gold continuing to move downwards. Yes, he is, JJR. For those of you who don't follow my baseball card channel, the other day I hit a 1-of-1 rose gold of a prospect. That's currently playing for the Orioles minor leagues. I'll say where most players are having gambling issues is people keep like trying to threaten them when they don't do what the gamblers want them to do. You know, they don't hit a home run. More and more players are reporting that they're getting worse and worse stuff on social media and everything from the people that lose money who bet on them. Still sideways. Purple candle here. Kind of interested, but not really. I think this might work, but I'll prefer to see it get below those wicks from the previous couple of candles, which it may do. How are we doing, guys? Red, green, or somewhere in between on this chilly Monday morning? It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas, even though we're still like 45 days away. Last week, someone made over $1 million in 3 days on Take Profit Trader. I hope you're winning, Jay. I don't know. Well, it was 2 days, and then I heard it did another big amount on Friday, but I didn't hear the exact amount. So I guess I said over $1 million in 3 days because I don't know the exact amount. Now, I will say, I don't know anything about this trading, so I don't. Usually, when you hear about huge amounts like that, you eventually hear about a huge crash. But you know. Is it really better screens? They don't have good screens in casinos? Oh, yeah, I guess that would make sense. But yeah, as I've said before, I've never been in a casino. I'm muted for a minute. I'm back. Do whatever you're comfortable with, Ace. I mean, we'll love to see you post. We'll love to see everybody post P&Ls. Since I started the Discord engagement program, we have seen a major uptick in activity there. But you gotta do whatever you feel is best for you. So no pressure. I will say I am very, very happy so far with what. Oh my God, Ace is posting on Discord. I'm here stunned. That's why anyway, I'm very happy with what I've been seeing from the Discord engagement program. USC says hi. Nice little pop there off the 100 EMA. As we had a grind it down there, slow grind. You just post your Green Days or your Nickelbacks or your Nirvanas. Oh, sorry. And I haven't even really advertised that Discord engagement program as well as I should. I have not sent it out on socials. I need to put up all the details on the Discord. That's various channels that you post in, the P&L reports, prop payouts, which that would be for you, but weekly trading stats. I did a video on it. If anyone wants to check out the video, I still need to get the actual FAQs up on the Discord. And I'm actually giving away real cash prizes every month. That's not what I wanted to do, but okay. Whoops. If you feel stress, it's probably best not to trade right now. That's the link for the YouTube on the Discord engagement program. And I will hopefully today at some point I'll get up the FAQs and all that on the Discord itself. Not yet. I'm trying to debate on that. I guess we could do that as a prop payout. So denial, that probably is a good thing. So yeah, I'll give you points for that. Because we should know if things are denied. That's a good point. So yeah, I'll add that. Yeah, man, sorry to see that if you're still here. Good point, MR. Very good point. Yeah, ooh, big whoosh. So we've dropped almost 100 points from the high. That was a 27-point whoosh. Not sure why. I don't see any news on that whoosh. By the way, trying to get AI to do whoosh is not easy, which is why there's not a whoosh video. Did you get points for the Volnox live? Good question. I don't know. I gotta look at my notes. Wow, look at this fall. What happened? What? I don't see anything causing this. Trump's meeting with the Syrian president, but that shouldn't be causing the market to drop. Yeah, we dropped over 50 points in 2 minutes. Watching this blue candle, stalking it. Oh, blue candle went away. I mean, he's bringing up good points of things that probably should be in AO. And I have no problem adding stuff to the plan if it's going to get people engaged. Not like married, but, engaged in the conversation. Still falling. Blue candle did not fake me out. Oh no, I know you were joking. I just, wanted Enlar to know he
Order
was
failed.
seen.
Order submitted.
Took the long there after it came back up from its deep. Come on, come on. Nope, coming back down now. It's gonna hit me.
Order filled.
Damn it. Well, my goal originally was to include YouTube, but there's no easy way to do that.
Order filled. Order submitted.
It's gonna bite me again, I think. Maybe not. Maybe so.
Order filled.
Damn it. Yeah, so a bad day following a bad day, and I'm going to be in trouble now with these funded accounts. Probably going to end up losing them. All the positive that I had going for those 7 days is totally gone, and then we're probably going into a downward spiral. So maybe 2027 will be my year. I thought it might be 2026, but I'm starting to have that doubt now. All right, we reached the end of our time together. I do want to thank everyone for joining me. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day. We'll be back this evening for some more losing trading action. Hope everyone has a great day until then, and we'll see you then. Bye. Train to end the day. Train's gone. Now we'll say goodbye.